What's up, strongest men, women, and children from blocks all around the world? I am my block's strongest antigen carrier. Yes, that's right. I've contracted the world situation, so hopefully I don't cough too much in your ears, and we'll try to make this one short and sweet. But for those of you who have followed the first day of World's Strongest Man 2022, this year, today, you may be pretty excited about some of the results you saw. And if you haven't seen the results, let's take a look at them together. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we'll take a look at what some of those results are. First, I'll show you where you should go to get these results. Then I won't stay on those pages too long because I don't want to infringe on their ability to draw you to their websites. And we'll go somewhere else. So you want to go here to theworldstrongestman.com/2022 live-results. That's where you want to go to get your results. Now, the other place is their Twitter feed. So if you go to twitter.com/worldstrongest, they are posting a couple of videos and some photos there, some good stuff for you to follow there as well. So that being said, again, don't want to spend too much time on their website. You should go to the World's Strongest Man's resources to get your results there. Now, I'm going to use my buddy Eloi Fournier's Strongman Archives website because he's always so kind to do that. But that being said, let's scroll down to the bottom and let me just give him a shout out because he doesn't do it enough himself. He and his partner have done such an amazing job getting us results on Strongman Archives, not only for World's Strongest Man, but for well over 1,000 other contests. So you see this donate button on the bottom. Really, when you get a second, come on over, click the donate button and donate what you can. It doesn't have to be a huge amount, but let's show our appreciation to what the guys over at Strongman Archives are doing, providing us an ad-free experience and a free site. No charge for the site, no ads, no anything. So let's donate. Let's help them out a little bit. So that being said, this was the schedule of events. Second event didn't necessarily start on time, I don't think, but today was May 24th. We began with the loading race, and that was supposed to be 8 a.m. local or Pacific time in Sacramento, California, and that began with Group 1. So Group 1 has the returning World's Strongest Man, Tom Stoltman. And so Tom Stoltman did very, very well today. If we take a look, he had a total of 12 points. So loading race, Tom came away with 6 points. He won the loading race, all 5 implements in 38.39 seconds. 5 points went to Kevin Ferris in Group 1, 5 implements in 43.36 seconds. Gabriel Pena came away with 2 points, 5 implements in 53.39 seconds. Ivar Schmockstellis, 5 implements in 44.37 seconds for 4 points for him. Andy Black came away with 3 points, 5 implements in 50.81 seconds. And then Manuel Angulo of Chile came away with 1 point, 4 implements in 70.64 seconds. Moving on to group number 2, loading race. This was let's take a look at how Group 1 did in the deadlift ladder first, and then we'll move on because Group 2 was very exciting. So deadlift ladder for Group 1, Tom Stoltman won this one as well. So 6 points there, all 5 deadlift bars in 51.46 seconds for him. The only one in the group to finish all 5. So Tom off to a roaring start, winning both of the first 2 events, loading race and deadlift ladder. Kevin Ferris, 4 points for him, 4 deadlifts in 45.89 seconds. Gabriel Pena, 4 in 39.03 seconds for 5 points. Ivar Schmockstellis, 4 of them in 55.91 seconds for 3 points. Andy Black, the replacement, those of you who haven't heard, for Pa O'Dwyer, who had to pull out, I believe, with a nagging shoulder injury that's been bothering him. He got tested at World's Strongest Man and decided that it wasn't the best idea for him to go forward. Didn't want to try some events and have to pull out anyway and take away a spot from another athlete. Very admirable for Pa. So we'll be looking forward to him, not only next year at Worlds, but all the great shows in between. Great athlete to follow. So Andy Black took his place. Andy comes away with 2 points in the deadlift ladder, 4 of them in 62.3 seconds. And then Manuel Angulo, 1 point in the deadlift ladder, 3 deadlifts in 38.62 seconds. So now we move on to what many have deemed the group of death that I'm renaming the group of hoop. I'm going to start all these hashtags. The group of hoop, the moose is loose. Let's all attribute all those hashtags to my blog Strongest Man because Mitchell Hooper put on a show today, an incredible show. And loading race for him, 5 of the implements in a blistering 38.31 seconds to win the loading race. He won the deadlift ladder as well. So deadlift is what he's known for. We all were expecting that, but just tore away from the competition in the loading race. Gabriel Pena, I think outperforming the numbers is fair to say. Like all the data research I did for him, I'm a big Gabe Pena fan, but I didn't think he'd come up off to this kind of start, and like really rooting hard for him and glad to see this kind of performance from Gabriel Pena. It's funny, like I keep saying Mexico, which is his heritage, but when I interviewed him, like he's proud to be a rep in Texas. So just throwing that out there as well. Deadlift ladder for Gabe, 4 points also. So he came away with 4 points in both events, 5 deadlifts and 52.53 seconds for him. Brian Shaw, the 4-time world's strongest man, going for his 5th this year. 5 loading race implements in 45 seconds, good enough for 5 points or second place there, which is what I had said in my predictions for him. And then deadlift ladder, 4 of them in 32.2 seconds, good enough for 2 points. I had thought Brian was going to come in last in the deadlift, and to be honest, I think he would have, if not for the rumors we're hearing about Konstantin Janasha having a leg injury. So Konstantin won the deadlift ladder very recently at, I think it was Europe's this year, and comes away with just 1 point in the deadlift ladder. And we're hearing things about his leg being injured or bothering him or something. So only 3 for him in 19.05 seconds. Mark Felix did 4 deadlifts in 28.64 seconds for 3 points. Bobby Thompson, 5 deadlifts in 42.56 seconds for 5 points. And then moving back to the loading race, we had Bobby Thompson doing 5 in 49.7 seconds for 2 points there. Mark Felix comes in last in the loading race, 5 implements in 54.96 seconds. And Konstantin Janasha, 3 points there, 5 in 49.47. So after the 2 events, we have Mitchell Hooper in the lead, going into what he would call his best event, the super yoke. So car walk is a super yoke with a car shell around it. Could you imagine if a rookie coming into World's Strongest Man for the first time wins the first 3 events? I mean, it's already incredible what he's done so far for the first 2. Just super, super excited for Mitchell. He's been on the show a couple of times and always have great conversations with him. And then we move into Group 3. So Group 3, we have the 2020 World's Strongest Man, Alexei Novikov. So he wins the loading race and the deadlift ladder. Adam Bishop comes in second in both events. Trey Mitchell, 3 points in the loading race and 4 points in the deadlift ladder. Mika Toro, 4 points in the loading race and 2 points in the deadlift ladder. Rob Kearney, 2 points in the loading race and 3 in the deadlift ladder. And Rob with a little unfortunate mishap there. I heard that his they're calling it a cannonball. It's an Atlas stone shaped implement. It rolled off the platform, so that cost him time there. And Gregor Zemansky, 1 point in each. Group 4, Martins Litsius wins it as I expected. He wins the loading race and the deadlift ladder. Gav Bilton, 3 points on loading race and 5 points on deadlift ladder. Then you had Maxi Boudreau, 5 points in the loading race and 3 on the deadlift ladder. Shane Flowers, 2 points on loading race and 4 on deadlift ladder. Pavlo Kordiaka, 4 points on the loading race and 2 on the deadlift ladder. And Nedzman Ambeskovich, some I don't want to say controversy, but some situations going on with him as well. Rumors about possibly things going on with his children, maybe back in Bosnia. So he's thinking about pulling out, but hasn't yet. So nothing official there, just rumors. But those are the rumors that I heard. So, of course, nothing official there, but 1 point in each of the first 2 events from Nedzman Ambeskovich. Group 5, Luke Stoltman wins both of the first 2 events. The loading race, 5 of them in 37.95 seconds, a very fast time. Faster than Tom, I believe, if we scroll up. Yep, faster than his brother Tom, which was amazing. Deadlift ladder, he wins that one as well. 4 implements in 42.87 seconds, so nobody in this group doing all 5. Coco Korobov comes in 3 points on the loading race and 5 points on the deadlift ladder. Kelvin DeReuter, 5 points in the loading race, so comes in second only to Luke Stoltman there. And 2 points on the deadlift ladder, so kind of let himself down a little bit there, really, for the push to get into the finals, where we have the truck pull or bus pull, what have you, where Kelvin would really excel on that type of event. Hathor Melstead, 4 points on the loading race and 3 points on deadlift ladder. And then Kimmo Yadic with 1 point on loading race and then comes back strong on deadlift ladder, 4 points for him there. Evan Singleton, the other big story at World's Strongest Man, comes away with 2 points on loading race, and then rumor has it, again, not confirmed, but rumor has it having to withdraw due to heat stroke because of the weather in Sacramento. So we all wish Evan well. And again, like for the 3rd year in a row, bad luck for him at World's Strongest Man after being so strong and so effective in all the other shows. So those are the first 2 events that happened today at World's Strongest Man. Tomorrow, May 25th, the car walk and the log press for reps. So we'll look forward to what happens there. Abdul, let's go, Andy, my coach. Awesome. So Andy's your coach. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Andy came in and actually has done a little bit better than my research showed that he would. So I guess he was, you would know better than I, but I guess he was, ready and trained and ready to go. And he's putting on a pretty great show. So that's what we've seen so far on day one. A lot of great excitement. Of course, we all wish there were a live stream to watch, but there isn't. But hey, you can take a look at Strongman Archives, look at all the results, and look at your predictions and see how you did compared to what happened today at day one of World's Strongest Man. Hope you enjoyed this breakdown of day one at World's Strongest Man. And of course, until next time, as always, ciao, homie.